getting some of the moss, exactly, from the little, from the little mushroom guys.
If somebody will go with me.
Why are you doing that? That's not how you do it.
It's called sneaking around. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Mr.
I might know something about that.
Mr. I'm wearing a breastplate.
Gotta love it.
Are you going to be sneaking around in that?
Clang. Gotta love
You're
it.
right. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
You can track. That's important.
Yeah, that's important. That's all
I'll
you
go
can
into
do.
town and I'll sneak around and I'll try to find out what the orcs are. Oh, very good.
Sure.
Where it's seen.
And when you die,
You want the gully suit?
I just want to know who I'm supposed to notify.
Oh, eggs.
I'll be hidden so well when I die you won't be able to find me.
I'll just let them die anonymous. I'll be able to smell the stew.
Woo, gotta love it. So, so after another hour or so, the other people have already, left.
Orcs need to-
So Strick is like, once again, we need information more than anything else. All right? It'd be great to rescue your comrades. The likelihood is they're probably already dead. So, get back with as much info as you can. We'll be at Overgrowth, so, you definitely get back. Get as many other people back as you possibly can.
I'll make sure I get back.
Good. No psychotics. Okay, so.
No.
I can't control those.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I can't control the other people.
Don't look at me.
So the whatchamahoo's it? Okay, so you guys gain all of your spell stuff back. Okay, and you're good to go. What would you like to do? But
My spell will be no direction. Or is he spontaneous?
he's a no. You have to actually no. You have to actually memorize it.
Sergeant Anderson has
No direction.
No direction. Perfect.
So that if I need to know the direction quickly,
Very good. Excellent. Yeah, sure.
So wait, rangers get spells?
well, I usually do. Yeah.
Much like that. Pilot. Yeah, very good. Yeah, much like that.
I feel so left out.
That's right, you're the only non-spellcaster now. The only one. Well, there's more than two, which Troy's not
Well,
here.
maybe we can keep that up for another 10 levels.
Yeah, you got really good.
It can become a point of pride
If
for
I
you.
look for another 10 levels,
That's exactly it. That's exactly. I don't need no stinging spells. You don't need no stinging spells. So, what are you guys going to do?
let's head out.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Lead on.
I'm going to go ahead and try to start tracking these orcs.
Okay, well, why don't you make some track action then? Not like a lot actually rides on these rolls or anything.
Come on.
Are there obvious tracks like where they
There
run
are
through the
swaps.
bushes?
Track! Plus 8.
Okay, that's a good way to start off. Okay.
25?
Yeah, 25 is not a bad way to start off.
That's half decent.
Yeah, exactly. That's acceptable. Good. That's acceptable. Very good. Okay. So, what happens is, like a shot, Sergeant Anderson, starts off, okay, right? And the rest of you are actually taking a look around for obvious tracks and all this other stuff, and you don't see them. Okay? You're like, wait a minute, a freaking army went through here the other night. There should be signs, there should be something, right? And in particular, it's very disturbing the lack of leopard prints, right? Because the things are big and heavy and they should be leaving obvious tracks, all this other stuff, and you can't see anything anywhere for a while, okay? Now, as you get into the jungle, okay, you are able to occasionally spot like orc tracks and
Who's Colin?
Colin's on here.
Oh.
Okay, right. Whatever. He's indestructible. He doesn't have to worry about actually showing up in the session. Whatever. Okay. So you guys are going forward, and also occasionally you'll spot like orc tracks and various other types of things, and great. But then they go along for a little while and then they disappear. Okay, right? And you're like, what the hell is going on? What's going on with these tracks? You honestly don't know. So you continue tracking.
Does
For
Sergeant
several
Anderson
hours.
have any idea what's going on with the tracks?
I don't know. Do you have any idea what's going on with the tracks?
He's
He's able to follow them just fine. He doesn't know what your guys'
I
problem
don't
is.
have any problems. Right here.
Right. Sure, they went this way.
They don't leave tracks the way undead used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly. Undead were much simpler.
Yeah.
You mean little pieces of gnomes?
Yeah, little pieces of scattered
Oh,
around. Trees bashed in.
You know,
exactly.
Sam Raimi.
I wish before we started this, we had established a signal to flee.
No, that should be pretty obvious.
No.
When you need it. Yeah, exactly.
For King Bolo.
Yeah, there you go.
You're like trying to explain to him, this means run.
Apparently that means full attack.
Yeah,
Attack,
right.
full, right.
King Volan understands a little. I mean, he
I got a few words.
He can
Danger, bathroom.
He has a,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Orc mustache.
Cheese.
Yeah, danger, where's the cheese? Where's the cheese, right?
Yeah.
So,
But
by the way, does that mean that Goliath also understands a few words, or Goliath only speaks Gordeshi?
Goliath speaks Gordeshi. He only speaks Gordeshi. That's right. Okay.
Until the executor changes.
Yeah.
Until the executor changes to something blunt. Which, sadly, this is the moment that the executor should change. Which moves it. So it's a shame that Colin isn't here because this is his star moment. This is his moment and all for each other's job. Right? Well, I'm just gonna have to play Odin 241 during this. Okay. So the Witchman who's it. So as you're traveling along, it's morning now. Okay, right? You know, so it's before noon. You're making some good time. In particular, you're beating out the afternoon rain, which is the thing that Sgt Anderson was most concerned about. You know, because once the rain hits, then there's a good chance you might actually lose the tracks for a while, right? The Witchman who's it, you're continuing along, and Odin 241 stops for a moment, okay, right? And then, you know, his arms, you know, like raise for a second, and it's like, I'm no longer connected to the Executor. Right? And he's confused. What?
He said it in common, right?
Yeah, he said it in common, that's correct. Yeah. So you guys can understand all this really stuff.
Okay.
All right? This is very bad.
You mean to Cosimo or to the executor, the original executor? Because she's dead.
He who wears the ring.
Yes.
Okay, right?
He's too far ahead of us.
No. He could be anywhere on this plane of existence, and I would still be aware of it.
He's no longer wearing the ring. It's pretty obvious. They took the ring off from him.
Or he could be dead.
Or he could be dead.
Well, you know something? We're going to act like he's not dead, and we're going to try to do our damnedest to find him. And you will follow my orders like everybody else's.
No, I will not. I follow only the orders of the Executor. I will participate in this only insofar as we rescue the Shapers at this juncture. Because now that the Executor is gone, there is no other directive for me to follow. And it's a strange thing. By the way, I was actually...
Don't argue with the construct. We need him. We need him on this.
Okay, so I was actually going to be playing with Colin on some other stuff. Colin, or Odin, and all sorts of stuff, is no longer bound by the Executive's orders. So for the first time ever, he gets to choose whatever the hell he wants to do.
And he's confused.
And he's confused! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll probably make less mistakes this way.
Well, hopes.
Right?
Don't sweat it. Let's move.
I'm not worried. It's just a machine.
So,
He gets us all killed.
It's your fault.
He won't have a soul to really haunt, will he?
right, exactly, yes! There you go. So the Witch Hunter...
Provide a bad burner.
Right. In any event, we're wasting time. Let us continue to track them down.
Thanks, I'm working on it.
Oh, very good, excellent. Okay, so the Witchman who's it, and as Odin 241 goes forward, it's very odd because he's considering the possibility. Maybe I am more than a machine. This is the first time ever in his existence that he hasn't been connected to the Executor or to a commander, you know, that's told him what to do. Okay, right? And it's like, I can choose what I want to do on my own. Maybe it's better that the Executor's dead. Or whatever. Okay, so anyway, great role-playing opportunity, but whatever. He's not here. So
Those 8-year-old people on their birthdays.
right, yeah.
I know it's his grandmother's birthday, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, then I can understand him showing up late.
Yes.
Yeah. The skewed priorities here. This is a
Yeah.
lot, right? People. Terrible. How they exactly. So the Witchman who's it? I think that this would be a great time for a scene change. So the rescue team is now well on its way to try and get the rest of the other people, all right, you know, to rescue their friends. And then now what?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? You like that? You like that?
Blank character sheet.
You're gonna make
You like the
blank
blank character sheet?
Yes, I
By the way,
do.
after you don't like the blank character sheet?
Alexander.
Okay, so after I made up the blank character sheets, I thought to myself, you know what I really should have done is I should have put
Well,
brawling or something. You know, your fist as your weapon. I could punch people. Okay. So the witchman who's in?
Not that I need weapons.
Right, not that you need weapons, exactly. You're completely self-sufficient. You don't need anything.
Use harsh language, man.
Right! We're gonna use harsh language! Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about the capture team. The first thing that happens is you wake up. Alexander Chronicle wakes up, and there's a flood of memories, right? The first thing that you realize is that you're leashed, the same exact way that you were leashed the entire time when you were a child, okay, right? You're also caged, the same way that they would cage you to punish you, okay, right, you know, before, okay? And you immediately start thrashing around, right, you know, because you can't take having this leash on you. You hate these leashes, okay, right? But they were deucedly effective in keeping you under control, keeping all of the other kids under control. Okay, so the rest of you, okay, you know, are awakened by you know, Alexander's thrashing. Okay, this is blah, and all of you at the moment are in the same cage. There's a very large, you know, bamboo constructed cage. Okay. All of you have leashes around your necks, and the leashes go up through the cage to this high, you know, piece of wood. Okay, and it's been, you know, wrapped off, you know, so you really can't even move around that much inside the cage, even though the cage is quite large. Okay, I mean, or you can, but you just strangle yourself, whatever. Okay, and so and inside the cage right now is Alexander. Okay, Troya, who's still messed up, still unconscious. Okay, Cosimo, who is still in the Gordeshi robe. Okay, the A, who's A? Amana. Okay, right. You know, there's something called blah, right? Who is still in the normal robe. Okay, right. You know, the normal cut style robe, and also the show. Alexander, blah blah blah, and then Private Zula is there. Gemini, Brandy Briarbuck is there, who you guys just recognized as one of the ladies that was around the town. She's a little halfling lady.
short person.
Exactly. The red-haired Scarlet Bloom is there. Who's playing Scarlet? You're playing Scarlet. He's playing Scarlet. Okay. Scarlet Bloom is there. Okay. Which you also recognize as Jeremiah's daughter. Okay. And then Deodra is there. Okay, right? All of you are severely bashed up. So let's actually do the bashed up count here, and all this other stuff. Okay. What?
Okay. I'm just wondering about Scarlet's
Sure.
condition.
Yeah, Rob, I'll let you know Strike's condition right. So Scarlet has 6 points of non-lethal damage.
So
Okay.
she's conscious.
She's conscious, yeah. All of you are going to be conscious in just a second, except for Troya. Okay. Troya has, I told you before, 14 and 16, exactly. So she's still unconscious. Okay. Cosimo, you're going to have 12 points of non-lethal damage. Okay. And you're up to full. I mean, otherwise, so you've got no non-lethal. You've got no lethal damage on you. All right. Okay. Amana looks like she's battered but fine. Okay. And by fine, I mean no lethal damage type of thing. Alexander also has no lethal damage, and you would gain 21. So that would be you'd be at 18. Okay, right? You know, points of non-lethal damage. Okay. And then Private Zula is going to have 19 points of non-lethal damage. Gemini is going to have. Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, Gemini has 8 points of non-lethal damage. Right. Theodrin wasn't even wounded before, but you're going to have around 24 points of non-lethal damage. Yeah, that's very good. Okay.
Wait, maybe she wasn't even. Oh, she was held.
Yeah, she was held. Exactly. Yeah.
They used to hit me while I was held.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, yes. Okay. So all of you, except for Troya, okay, groggily come to your senses. Also.
Incidentally, where are the rest of the Shakers and the other women?
Okay. So you take a look around. You're going to look around now. Okay, right. And you see that there's actually several other cages. Okay, right. 4 other cages besides the one that you're on. So there's 5 total. Okay. And 2 of them seem to be filled with shapers. Okay. And then 2 of them seem to be filled with other women from the town. Okay. So it's fine.
Is Sirus nearby?
Is Sirus nearby? No, Sirus isn't nearby.
Sirus is not nearby.
No, Sirus is not nearby. Your ring is gone too.
That would be true.
Yes.
That would be why the empty character sheet.
Yeah, there you go. It's an empty character sheet. There's nothing there. So Cosimo is immediately like, where's Sirus? Where's the ring? There's no ring. Of course, we're talking a lot. Woohoo.
And besides the cages, are there orcs around?
Oh, by the way, there's a ton of orcs. You want to know what the orcs that are around are? Okay, let's talk about the orcs that are around. There's a few orcs. There's some standard, okay, and then there's some more orcs. And then, oh no, these are just the general monster descriptions. By the way, just on each one of these pages, there's 20 orcs. And then some various other people and some other people and some other people. So this is it. This is all. These are all you have to fight.
How? So each of the pages is 20, so that's 140 orcs.
Yeah, about 140 orcs. Not that much. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, no, because these orcs, those are 20 standard orcs. In addition, there are leaders, and then there are going to be clerics and various other types of things. And then these other pages here, these contain cavalry. So actually, each one of these contains a bunch of jaguars and various other things and other types of stuff you have. But 140 is a good number. I like 140 as a number. That's good. Yeah,
So we've actually So we got an army.
There's a lot of orcs around you right now, okay? Most of them are asleep, okay? But there's a very tight guard that's being held by the other ones. You seem to be in a large, almost closed-off area where the canopy over it, okay, right, has actually been closed off more, so even less sunlight gets through than would normally get through, okay, right, with the canopy type of thing, right? So, yeah.
So it's daytime.
It's, as far as you can tell, it's daytime. That's correct. Right. You think it's sometime during the day. You don't know.
Did Troya become conscious that she regained any of her non-lethal damage? Or is she still?
No. And
you're gonna have a really fun character to play. Trust me.
And so with Sirus, I get